Right, we're going to be looking at sectional drawing in this particular video. You can see over here they've given you a top view of the object. There it is in the top view. They are expecting you to draw a sectional front view over here and a sectional right view over here. Okay, the question reads that they've given you the front and top view of the model that you can see in this question part of the thing with the dimensions for that front view. They say that you need to draw a full sectional front view of the model, and they want you to show the section line for the sectional front view and name the view. They ask you to do a full sectional right view of the model, and you are to show a section line for the sectional right view, and you're meant to name that view as well. Right. Over here, they said over here that you should show all hidden detail and center lines. I want you to scratch that part out. On a sectional view, you never ever show hidden detail. That's not the point of a sectional drawing. Right, you must insert 5 dimensions on the drawing, and that shouldn't be too much of a problem, hopefully, at this stage. Right, what have I got here? I've got the top view of this little block. You can see the holes that have been drilled through here, and one of these holes has been counterbored. Okay, so in other words, you can see that this part has gone down 5 millimeters over there, and you can see that little line in there just showing how deep it's going down. Right, from the top, that's what you can see. You can see the outlines of the holes. There's the outlines of the holes, and you can see obviously the outline of this whole thing. Right, they are then going to ask you to section this thing. So let's draw in a section line. To draw in a section line for the front view, you come over here and you draw a thickened in piece of line about 7 millimeters or thereabouts. You can make it. And then you are going to draw a little line over there. It's your 0.3 pencil normally, going up to that line, about 12 millimeters in length. Go up there, also about 12 millimeters in length. Draw in nice thin arrowheads, not thick arrowheads, but they are quite long, a bit longer than your normal dimensioning arrows. Okay, about 5 to 7 millimeters in length. Okay, there we go. Just doing my best to do those arrows. And write in A as neatly as you can. You could draw some construction lines just to get the height of the writing on both sides exactly the same. There we go, there we go. And A on this side as well. There we go. That just makes it super neat, and you'll get extra marks for that. Right, there's the arrows. What is happening over here is I'm standing over here, and I'm looking across at this thing. In order to get a front view, my normal front view would look something like that. Note see the part that I'm going to be looking at? I'm pointing at it, and I move that like that onto my drawing. Right. But what they're asking you to do in this drawing is to remove that front part over there. You can see that I've cut along there, and now I'm going to be looking at that. See the arrows pointing to what I'm seeing, and that part then comes over here. Right, drawing that, can you see the edges of the holes? Please don't leave out those lines. They are definitely still there. Edges of the holes are still there. You can see the edge of the hole there, the edge of the hole going across there, the edge of the hole there, etc. You'll also note that there is hatching done on here, and I'll show you how to do that on your drawing as well. So let's transfer that information down into my front view. I'm going to use some construction lines here from the edges of the circles, from the edges of all the circles. Light construction lines. I'm using color just so that you can see my construction lines. And obviously from the edge of the object. And I'll come along here, and about 10 millimeters away from that, I'm going to draw a nice dark line coming across. It tells me that the depth of this thing is 20 millimeters, so I'm going to, or the height of it is 20 millimeters. Height of it is 20 millimeters, so I transfer 20 millimeters onto my drawing, and I'm going to draw a nice dark line going across there. Dark line coming down there. dark line coming down there, and that's basically my front view without any sectioning happening on it. Okay, I'm going to draw in the edge of this hole. Remember, I've cut through that piece of material, and you can see that line, you can see that line, you can see that the saw blade didn't touch the inside of that thing because it is a hole. Right, I come across here, and I'm going to do the same with this little hole. It goes right the way through. There we go. There we go. It then says that I need to come down that 5 millimeters over there. So I measure off 5 millimeters. I come in over here and I mark that off, and I'm going to draw a nice dark line going all the way across there, showing that counter bore and the top of the smaller hole on the inside. There we go. Okay, and then finally on this view, you always put in center lines. Please make sure that those center lines are accurately done. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash there. Oops. And same story over here. Long dash, short dash, long dash over there. Go over there. Long dash, short dash, long dash over there. And you will get all those marks for the center lines. Now what I need to do is to show the sectioning of this. You take your 0.3 pencil, and you're going to start by drawing a little line. You should find some sort of marking on your ruler where you can line you see this little scratch over here? I line that up on the line that I just drew, and I draw the next line. I slide that across, line it up, and draw the next line. And we carry on going. Note I'm doing that little bit of hatching there and there. Go across here, hatching there, a bit there, carrying on over here. And we carry on, make sure that they touch, not touch both sides. Do that little bit there, there, and there. Carrying on, there. Note I'm using my 0.3 pencil and I'm pushing it across the page, not pulling it. You'll find that the lead doesn't break as easily when you push your pencil like that. Just get the right pressure behind it, and you'll end up with these nice thin lines. Note the difference between the 0.3 lines and the 0.5 lines. You can see that that's much thinner than those lines that are going over there. For your center lines and for your hatching lines, use your 0.3 pencil. Right, there is your sectional front view, and they asked you to label it. So you can draw two little construction lines over there, and you can write in block capital letters, full sectional front view. Okay, there you go. There's all the marks for that view. Right, I need to do the same thing for my left view. My right view, okay? My right view, here I go. I'm going to put in the section line. Remember, thickening in the end there. Thickening in the end there. All right. And I'm going to draw arrows in the direction that I'm going to be looking. So I draw a line out there, draw a line out there, and I'm going to be standing over here looking across at this thing, which means that my arrows need to be pointing in that direction over there. Draw that in there, draw arrows in there, and you can then draw B. Note it is a different cutting plane from AA. I'm standing over here looking across at this thing, and what am I going to see? I'm going to take some construction lines coming across here from all of the important parts of where I'm cutting. Okay, and I take that down into my view over here. Right, I've got the base of the thing over here, take that across. You see where I'm taking that line from? I've got the top of it over here. Come in over here, draw a line down, draw a line down. I've got the counter bore to that depth over there. I've got the edge of that counter bore hole over there. And I've got the hole going through this over there and over there. I also need my center line to be taken across. Please don't forget the center line. Take that across. Take that down. And with your 0.3 pencil, draw your center line in long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash to show the center. After you've finished that, you need to do the sectioning on it. Where the saw blade would have cut through there, it cuts through that material over there, cuts through that material over there. Note it goes up to the edge of the hole. It doesn't go into that hole. Continues. Saw blade going through there, not going into the hole, obviously. There you go. And that is your sectioned right view. And you can then draw in the label over here. Instruction line over there, instruction line over there, and you can write section B-B. That shows me what cutting plane I'm looking at over there. For this one, generally they'd ask you to do full sectional front view as the label. You could say on AA, I'm running out of space there, so you could, on AA, you could write in on AA, okay, or you could just write in AA over there. People would understand what you were saying. Things to remember: center lines, and the hatching goes up to the edges of the holes. The holes, remember, they still have their edges for the tops and bottoms of the holes. And that's it. Enjoy.